what else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously, very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country. So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously. And it is a priority, therefore.
You better wake up.
The immigrants can come into this country and get a stipend, link, a free room and board, free child care, and some of them are getting Social Security. And when my ancestors were released from slavery, they got the clothes on their back, but yet they were told to be happy. So why am I and everyone in this country footing the bill for people who are non-Americans, who don't vote, who don't fight in any of our wars, who've never paid a tax? And we're told that if we say anything, we're xenophobic.
Great question.
Tell me why.
Great
Tell
question.
us all why. I want to know.
I think it's wrong. I mean, it shouldn't happen, but this is a U.S. immigration system we have that is broken.
As migrants continue to arrive in Illinois, the state is planning to spend an additional $182 million in the next fiscal year on assistance, on top of the $648 million it has already.
The federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And you can apply now for anyone who is watching this who has been affected.
How y'all doing, and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $sign, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the Cash App. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all.
Boy, I got to get off T-Move, boy. Your boy been on T-Move, damn near 47 minutes. What's wrong with me? I really don't know what's wrong with me. How's everybody doing? I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the 999 News Show. Appreciate y'all for being around here. Hold up. Now, who is it? Oh, snap, I ain't know that she had a bike. That's what's up. Shout out to all my bikers out here in these doggone streets, whether you're Honda or whether you're Harley, just keep on riding. Stay on them two wheels. That's what's up. Bam, what do we have? Let me go back. Let me see what these numbers looking like. Is they pushing us? They may be sending out notifications. They may be sending out notifications. How's everybody doing? I'm hoping that y'all is having a really, really good time out here in these streets. I mean, listen. I almost saw something just there. I almost bought a yellow. I almost bought a yellow dish drain. I don't ask me why. It just looked cool. So I was like, you know what? I put it in my car. I almost just said buy now, but I was like, nah. Let me go ahead on and get a few more items before I just go ahead on and get it. Now I don't think that I'm going to get it. Somebody need to just go on and take my phone away. I got about 50 some items. They already said that I have saved already before I even bought something. They say that I have already saved like $2,300. Like, wow, that's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to Temu. Anyway, California's in the building. What it do? They say, Willie, you shopping like a billionaire or dezillionaires, right? Right, the dezillionaires. Google better hear and pay these doggone people. Tired Russian brothers and sisters out here in the doggone street. Say, Willie, do you have a motorcycle with a sidecar for your la? Do you know what's crazy? I've never, and I don't think that I will ever ride somebody on my bikes. I don't know. I don't know. I always had this thing of I don't want someone's like if anything to happen, like accidental wise, I don't want anybody to ever have to ever blame me for whatever happened if I'm in like an accident on a bike, you know. So I've never rode anybody. I don't know. I guess I just stand on that. I ain't gonna ride nobody. I guess unless it's just I have to, but other than that, which I've never had to, so it just is what it is. I love me some bikes now. I love me some bikes out here in the doggone street. Yeah. True biker, travel biker. Like, listen, I ain't just ride around the corner. A traveling biker. Yeah. I get on them tools and get on out of here. Hold on. You say Willie out here shopping like Trump already back in office. Hey, listen. This is why I just put everything inside the cart. Like I ain't purchased nothing. I'm gonna wait until like Wednesday. I'm gonna wait till like Wednesday, and then I'm gonna go through like my whole cart again to see do I really need it. You know what I'm saying? Because for some reason we can make ourselves believe that we really be needing stuff. We know how to sell stuff to ourselves. You say, Willie, there is CBD or CDB. CBB is one on. Boynton Beach, Florida's up in the building. What it do? Cali is up in the house. Chi-Town is up in this thing. Tennessee is in the building. Come on in. He say, Rob. He say, imagine 6'5" Willie in his biker vest with his motorcycle club on the back. Listen, I always wanted to buy me some chaps. like with the ass out. Y'all give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done hit 100 by 11 after the hour. I appreciate that right there. I thought about it. I thought about buying me some chaps with the ass out. You know what I'm saying? But it's hot in Florida. It's hot in Florida, and then it's cold in Florida. And that, it's too hot to have your cheeks out, and then it's too cold to have your cheeks out. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it. I don't believe in me. I thought about riding with the cheeks out. A tropical depression. We have a tropical depression number 18 that ain't nobody know anything about. And it's supposed to come up in the Gulf of Mexico. As long as it stay on that path, then Florida ain't got no doggone problem. But I didn't even know that there was something out there. I showed enough didn't. Y'all, let's go on and get into this news, man. You say, Willie, you sound like Trump. That's why he liked the YMCA song. Yeah, dog. Listen, hey, man. Do y'all know what's crazy? We be having a lot of thoughts that we don't want people to know that we be having out here in these streets, and that is a part of behind closed doors. Having the thoughts in our head is like the same of doing things behind closed doors, because this is one of them things that you don't want people to know what you're thinking. You know, it's kind of like us players. We can be out and about, and we can see women, and in our minds, we done already like hunched. We done already hunching. I used to say that a lot, like coming up. Seeing chicks in different places and stuff, because you can't have them all. You can't get at the damn. I wish I could have them all, but you can't have them all. And like to satisfy me, I just look at the broad and be like, yeah, I done already hunched. You know what I'm saying? So I can just let her go ahead on and get with somebody else, and then I feel good by not getting her. And like all of the celebrities and stuff, like I done already smashed. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, I done already smashed. So yeah, I don't. I don't know. I get that was just something that I used to do, and that's like a behind closed doors thing too, right? Because you don't want people to know that you had already smashed somebody in your brain. And like they say, so as a man thinketh, he is, or something like that right there. Like a lot of people have asked the question over the years, is it cheating if you done thought about smashing somebody else? Like if you done already had the thought, have you already cheated? If you cheated mentally. The sad part about it is if we all believe that if somebody thought about smashing somebody that they've already cheated, we still ain't broke up with our significant other. Because for you to believe that your significant other have not thought about smashing somebody else, you is the fool. It's just life. We're just humans. And this is a part of one of them things where I say we live based on the lie. We love the lie. We really, really do. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. You say, oh, Jesus, Willie, not the Prince Ashley. Oh, the Prince Ashley chaps. Yeah, them Prince chaps. Yeah, I gotta do some squats. I gotta do some squats, stuff like that right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get like no BBL or nothing. You know, just got to make sure that I'm toned. Y'all playing too much. But look at y'all. Let's go on and get into this fly stuff. Earlier today we did the show. And the main thing was about the incident that had happened at the Florida Georgia football game out here in these streets, to where the civilians, the spectators, the people who had done allegedly bought tickets, done forced the police to have to react in a way that they did not appreciate the police reacting. So that's something that we're finna get into. This has to be the fastest, and I don't want the fastest a body cam footage has been put out. Just in my remembrance. But before we do that, y'all please go around here to Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com out here in the doggone street. It's the world's largest candle company. Everything's Willie Port, nothing is third party. From my house, it ships from my house to your house, from my warehouse to your house out here in the street. We got multiple fragrances, and if you would like for your area to smell better than it does right now, go on right there and get your order in on PleasantCandles.com. Here, before we jump into that, we got some domestic love. I got to give y'all some domestic love before we jump into that main thing, because that main thing is real lengthy, and we're gonna be here for a good little minute. We have a double homicide investigation going on right now. We have a man who is in custody. We got a whole man who is in custody for double murder of a mother and a daughter. Here we go.
A heartbreaking story developing out of Burlington County. A mother and daughter shot and killed inside their home in Willingboro. 37-year-old Junior Edwards of Lansdowne now facing charges for their murders. And tonight we're learning more about the suspected gunman and his connection to the victims. This is the news at 10. I'm Dawn Timoney. A vigil held tonight in remembrance of that mother and daughter. And Jen, you were there. Certainly an emotional evening for that entire neighborhood.
Incredibly emotional. Family members were also present and say Catherine and Marisol Nunez were the epitome of goodness. We also learned Catherine shared a son with the suspect and in recent months said that she was afraid for her safety.
I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Heartbroken.
Said that she was afraid for her safety?
That she was afraid for her safety. With the suspect and in recent months said that she was afraid for her safety.
I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Heartbroken. Really heartbroken.
Family members traveled from New York and as far away as Dominican Republic to attend this candlelight vigil in Willingboro, honoring Marisol and Catherine Nunez.
We're here to wrap our arms around you and say that we love you.
The family says that...
I got a question. How long does like the visual last, and is the visual close to like the funeral? Because like they say, you have people travel from the DR to come to the visual to do the candlelight thing. But so is they gonna stay until like the funeral, or are they going back and they gonna come back? I'm just asking.
54-year-old mother Marisol would travel from New York weekly to her 33-year-old daughter Catherine's home to care for her 8-year-old grandson. This past Wednesday morning around 4 a.m., investigators say the mother and daughter were killed in a home invasion and discovered with multiple gunshot injuries. The Burlington County Prosecutor's Office says the child's father, Junior Edwards, now faces multiple charges, including murder and for committing these violent acts while his son was home.
Oh, so his first name is Junior. So Junior Edwards. So if his son, so if your first name be like Junior, would you name your child Junior? Like his name is Junior Edwards, so his son would be Junior Edwards Jr. Do you do that right now? I'm just asking.
The charges were presented to the 37-year-old yesterday while in Philadelphia police custody for a domestic incident on September 15th. Those charges are for stalking, harassment, and making terroristic threats.
Father, I ask that you would touch this family and let them know that they are not alone.
On Saturday night, the Willingboro community came together to remember Marisol and Catherine and to pray for their loved ones.
She was a great mother. She loved her son. You know, always was doing everything for her son.
Oh, this is her boyfriend. This is Catherine's boyfriend. But I thought, wait, hold on.
She was a great mother. She loved her son. You know, always was doing everything for her son. She moved out here for her son, you know, so she's great.
Carmen Nunez is the mother and grandmother of Marisol and Catherine. And like every other family member, she's devastated over their deaths.
So if he was the boyfriend, the mama would travel to take care of her grandbaby. He was the boyfriend. So did he knock her off because she got a boyfriend?
They're both beautiful souls, and they didn't deserve this.
The family
So that means Catherine got her mama killed.
tells me the 8-year-old child is in the custody of the state as this investigation continues. Funeral arrangements have been made for next week in Brooklyn. Don?
Oh, so the candlelight visual was this week. The funeral is next week. That's a long vacation for like a lot of people. But yeah, hold on. So Catherine is the daughter. Got it. So Cat is the daughter.
Republic to attend this candlelight vigil in Willingboro, honoring Marisol and Catherine Nunez.
We're here to wrap our arms around you and say that we love you.
The family says the 54-year-old mother, Marisol, would travel from New York weekly to her 33-year-old daughter, Catherine's home to care for her 8-year-old grandson. This past Wednesday morning around 4 a.m., investigators say the mother and daughter were killed in a home invasion and discovered with multiple gunshot injuries. The Burlington County Prosecutor's Office says the child's father, Junior Edwards, now faces multiple charges, including murder and for committing these violent acts while his son was home.
So, let me tell you what Catherine did. Catherine got her mama knocked off. Catherine could have got her boyfriend knocked off. Yeah, no. I'm just trying to point something out. He say, don't try to figure it out. Damn it, you know I go down the rabbit hole.
The charges were presented to the 37-year-old yesterday while in Philadelphia police custody for a domestic incident on September 15th. Those charges are for stalking, harassment, and making terroristic threats.
I wonder if the boyfriend knew about these charges. Players. Damn it, I did this one right here for you. This is special. I want y'all to really, really understand. Did the new boyfriend know about the baby daddy and the baby daddy activities? Did the new boyfriend know how much the baby daddy cared about his baby mama? Huh? Or did she lie? Did she tell these lies about the baby daddy? Hell, she probably said, well, he in jail, he don't be right here. I'm single, ready to mingle. Yeah.
Father, I ask that you would touch this family and let them know that they are not alone.
On Saturday night, the Willingboro community came together to remember Marisol and Catherine and to pray for their loved ones.
She was a great mother. She loved her son.
Boy, He say she love them players with the name Jay, because his name is Joshua. Is that how you say Joshua? Joshua Jackson? And a baby that name Junior. JR, what we need to call. But look. Player, you escape with your life. I want you to understand. She said, and she was a good mother. Let me explain something about when we say that people is good people. In my mind, a good person do not put you in harm's way. I know a lot of us, we don't be believing that our significant other, the one that we had them broke up with, would ever do anything to harm us. I do understand we have that belief. It's 2024. Y'all need to let them beliefs go. If you ever in a relationship and y'all separate and divide, you better do your due diligence. You better really see is the person who you broke up with have really moved on. If that person have not moved on in like a loving relationship, like they got a new little la or they got a new boyfriend that they really loving and stuff like that. Listen, go on their social media, and if they have not posted they new bae, they ain't moved on yet. I'm trying to help y'all live. But if you want to die, keep doing what you're doing out here in these doggone street. She was a good mother. Well, hell, she was not a good informer or communicator, in my opinion. But I can also say this right here. A lot of times we be so stupid, and we just be wanting to be with a chick, and we be wanting to hunch a chick, that even though she'll tell us, my baby daddy crazy and stuff like that, we like, man, he ain't gonna do nothing to me. He ain't gonna do nothing to you while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? We be saying stupid stuff like that. Now I'm thinking to myself, this is the one. This is Catherine or Cynthia or something. Yeah, this is Catherine right here. This who him almost died over. Because you have to think, she and her mama got knocked off 4 days in the morning. That 4 days in the morning. That early. That's the time of morning where you go out fishing or something. You know what I'm saying? And typically we been in already had a little thing, and then we fall asleep sometime. 4 days in the morning. Boy, you is sure enough lucky. Players, I hope that y'all is understanding about this little story right here. Stop it. Stop believing these broads. I got a restraining order on him because he made some terroristic threats. Y'all need to put y'all little friendship, relationship shit on hold. Listen, baby, we can start back communicating after y'all get that right there resolved. You know what I'm saying? After he done moved on, because obviously, if you have to have restraining orders on him and all that stuff about terroristic threats and stuff, stalking and shit, he ain't done. He's not done. And any good woman who have a ex who acts in this nature, a good-minded woman would not even try to be in a relationship with somebody while knowing that their ex is still acting ass. I want y'all to really understand that right there, or you ain't got to. Follow your own understanding out here in the doggone street and do what you can. When the player slide up on a home invasion 4 days in the morning, kick the door in, and you up in that bucket naked with your thumb in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Caught slipping because I don't like guns. Or you in the state that where I can't have a gun, and y'all still follow those rules. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. Act like Willie don't know what the hell he talking about out here in the doggone street. But anyway, I don't even much want to hold you no more. Georgia, Florida. Come on. If y'all just not coming on in, we're also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. We're at 215 followers, trying to get up to 220 followers. We have 166 thumbs up. Why is we not over 200? I don't think that y'all liking the player right now. Hold on. I am not getting no support today. I'm lacking super chats. I'm lacking cash apps. I'm lacking thumbs up. What are we doing? Now, I don't know if I'm lacking shares because I can't count the shares. Hey. Hold on. Now what time it is? 8:30. If I do this one, then this one right here run me into. Okay, so we not, because I don't have to do the whole thing. I can cut this up. It's him and 30 after that. We not doing no 2 hours. Oh hell no. My numbers is too low. Too low. We ain't tripping. We just gonna keep it moving. We going to Georgia. Like I had them stated earlier, we finna talk about the Georgia-Florida game where the police was forced to, get physical with a couple patrons out there in them doggone streets and the stands and stuff like that right there. A lot of people was very, very upset. You can't hit them people like that. You can't do that right there. The police is wrong and all that. Now listen, I have not watched this. I slid the bar just to see what they were showing, so because I don't just want the police officers just talking, so they said that it's a video, so I had to slide the bar through. Oh, all right, so they showing the video. Got it. Bam. So I say we got to talk about it. Shout out to Miss Buck Good for the $1 cash app. You say, Pastor, it might be that African shirt you got on. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Not the African shirt. That's what's up. Shout out to Douglas for the $5 super chat. You say, here you go. Here, Willie, stop crying. Got to be more careful. I'm sorry. I got to say something because I don't see the support. I don't be seeing the support, and I'm 30 minutes in right now. Y'all, I'm talking and shit. I don't be understanding. Shout out to Sam for the $5 cash app. Say you are supported. Thanks for the show. I appreciate that right there, man. I got 186 thumbs up. We should have been over 240 already. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. He say I'm effing with you, Pastor. You my brother. That's what's up. Appreciate that right there, y'all. I really, really do appreciate that right there. But listen. The thumbs ups is free, y'all. The thumbs ups is free. It should be no problem with hitting the thumbs up because it's free. It's really, really free. Now, why is this not going? So I don't have the whole thing. Okay, so I got to grab the whole thing. Hold on, I got to grab it better than this right here. Because I see I don't have the whole thing. Hold on. I'm trying to get y'all together. I clicked on the refresh and the number's super low. I don't, dog. We gotta do better than it right here. Hell no. What y'all thought this was? I am a professional. I don't know what they got to do with anything that I'm a professional. I don't know. Hold up, I missed some. Shout out to Ryan Sean for the $1 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Hold on, got to be more careful. Shout out to Angela for the $5 cash app before you cuss us out, man. Listen, I appreciate you. I truly be getting upset. I truly be feeling some type of way. I be in my feelings about these thumbs ups because that's the free thing. And when you don't want to do the free thing, like, got to be more careful. Shout out to Deborah for the $2 super chat. You say, I forgot, get paid tomorrow. Here you go, Willie. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Shout out to Tammy for the $10 cash app. You say, you are appreciated. Thumbs up, my big brother. I thank you. Thank you to all. Is we over 200 yet? I think we're over 200. Give y'all a pat on the back, man, because y'all have made it over 200. Come on now, y'all. Come to work. Now let's go on and get into it. Shout out to Alex for the $5 super chat. Say, even though you acting like Trump today, complaining about crowd size, you still my brother. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Got to be more careful. I'm sorry. Hold on. You say, Willie, FMLA got Mr. below the poverty levels. He say, Monday is the first day back if the doctor released me after 4 months of relaxing. Got to be more careful. That's what I'm talking about. He say, Willie acting like Cardi B today. Listen, I'm trying not to. He say, Willie, the lead attorney is the same way. 3,000 and he still throw a fit. Listen, man, this shit be work, y'all. It be work, and it's stamina. If you can't get the free stuff, wow, it's deep. Here we go, y'all. Sheriff TK Waters is finna run it down. Here we go.
Boldly at the 2024 Georgia-Florida football game at Everbank Stadium. Since Saturday afternoon, cell phone camera footage of these incidents has been circulating on social media, as everyone knows. JSO immediately began administrative reviews of the involved officers' actions. These administrative reviews are ongoing, but to date, our Professional Standards Division has not found any of the involved officers violated JSO policy.
They didn't violate not NAM policy. I know. What the hell? How can they? Damn it, we got it under investigation. Don't worry about it. We finna show y'all a little something.
Even though the administrative reviews has yet to be completed, we are releasing the body-worn camera footage today due to the significant public interest surrounding these incidents. As JSO's leader, I have vowed to be open and transparent with the public that we serve. Whether the information shared reflects well on this agency or not, I've always done my very best to tell the public exactly what's going on within this agency. When there are allegations of officer misconduct, our agency thoroughly investigates those allegations, and we provide punishment to the officers that are involved in misconduct if they're sustained. We hold our officers accountable.
That's right.
In this case, the cell phone camera footage that has been circulating since Saturday does not comprehensively capture the circumstances surrounding these incidents, and that is to be expected. Part of that stems from the distance and perspective of the recording cell phone cameras. Another part of it stems from the fact that the cell phone cameras did not capture the events that led up to the arrest, which is
that's what I was trying to tell y'all too. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. We only getting just a little bit now. We don't know the whole story.
Very, very important. Moreover, cameras can only capture what can be seen and heard. So much context and depth are absent from recorded footage because a camera simply cannot capture what is known to the people depicted in it. As a 33-year law enforcement veteran, I understand the importance of thorough and complete investigations.
That's right.
One piece of evidence considered in a vacuum without any context can lead to faulty and dangerous conclusions. With incomplete cell phone camera footage, when it becomes the basis on which public opinion turns, the results can be equally faulty and dangerous. A rush to judgment, whether it be in a criminal investigation or in a court of public opinion, can lead to serious errors in judgment.
That's right.
And such errors in judgment can have dangerous, potentially deadly consequences. Just today, we learned that one of the involved officers has been the subject of an online death threat. This is an excerpt from these threats, and I quote, "I don't need context, N-word. You better hope I don't learn who you are. I will hunt this N-word and kill him."
That's our problem as adults. We don't need context. We don't need context. I've been trying to help, especially dog you folk. I've really been trying to help you dog you folks before y'all jump off the ledge. Wait for the whole story before y'all jump off the ledge. I know that we are gonna have a initial response to what we see, and that's cool. But y'all a lot of y'all just jump off the edge. That's right, they need to be fired. I get it. But we have to start to take a step back, because it's always a before and after situation. You don't know what transpired before what you had done saw transpire. We as adults, and we got to start thinking better, but we not. Go ahead.
Coming. Equalizer. I don't give a SHIT who they are. I'm getting ready to start putting bullets in them.
Ooh, you N-word, them gonna hunt down that N-word.
Tonight, we share the known facts so that the public has a more complete understanding of these incidents. Yes, there was force used by the arresting officers, and yes, that force is always ugly. But the reality is that all violence is ugly. And just because force is ugly does not mean it is unlawful or contrary to policy. Before I call on Jacob Vorpal, JSO's Commander of Public Accountability Section, to deliver the currently available information, I want to provide a little background on JSO's presence and role at the Georgia-Florida football game.
You say, Willie, I was out selling my vote to the highest bidder, but I made it in. That's what's up. Congratulations.
Approximately 70,000 people attended this game. an event which carries the dubious nickname of America's largest outdoor cocktail party. 128 JSO officers and 12 supervisors worked that event on the inside. 8 people were arrested and 35 people were ejected from the game. The officers who arrested Brown, Michael, and Alexander Long and Boley are Officers E.D. Kelly, Officers D.J. Bowers, Officer J. Anthony, Sergeant J.S. Beasley, and Officer A. Cantino.
Shout out to Linwood for the $2 cash app. I appreciate that right there.
Additionally, I'd like to note that while the 2 of the arresting officers had the same skin color, they were not in fact the same person, as many have suggested and outright lied about in some cases.
Yes, they thought that the one who was at the top with like the handcuffs was the same one who was at the bottom hurting his wrist on somebody.
Completely misrepresented. When JSO officers work games such as Georgia, Florida, they are there to support the safe workers, the civilian security workers from the stadium. When a safe worker observes a spectator failing to follow stadium behavior protocol, that safe worker will ask that person to leave. If that person refuses to leave the stadium, that safe worker will then request the presence of JSO officer to assist in ejecting that individual or person from the stadium.
That's right.
JSO does not patrol the stadium and engage in proactive policing on site, unless, of course, there's an emergency that they observe. Our agency is there in a supportive role. These 2 incidents which led to these arrests are separate and distinct from each other. They occurred in the 4 p.m. hour and the 6 p.m. hour, respectively. Now I'll turn things over to Commander of the Public Accountability Section, Commander Jacob Vorpal. Jake?
Thanks, Sheriff. So there's 2 incidents that have been circulating on social media that gotten the most scrutiny, and we're going to cover those 2 incidents today.
Let's get it.
The first video that you're going to see is going to be a video that's been circulating on social media regarding the first incident.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, stop it right there. Oh, the video was cut. Oh, they cut the video. Remember, damn it, I played this earlier, and we didn't see that. We didn't see this video the way he put the taser back up. Wow. We didn't see that. We saw this part. He tased him. We didn't see him put it back up. Oh, they cut video. Not going to jail. Oh, my mama. He said, that's assault. That's assault. You should have just got up and complied.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's assault. That's assault. That's a lawsuit, bitch. That's a lawsuit.
They be crying like, oh, listen, y'all men got to stop crying like women. That's assault. That's a lawsuit. Okay, if it's a lawsuit, it's a lawsuit. Why keep hollering it's a lawsuit as if it's supposed to stop what's going on? Because if it's a lawsuit, you already have saw the part that's supposed to be the lawsuit. So why would they stop now?
So context is important, and we're going to start by talking about how this whole incident began. So around 4:20 p.m., there was an employee with SAFE who was working her assigned section of the stadium. At that time, she's making sure people that are coming have the appropriate tickets for where.
Yeah, he was resisting. Only women can get away with that. I like that. I like that.
Some children approached her to go to the section they didn't have tickets for, so she asked them to go find their parents and to come back with a ticket. There was some discussion back and forth about getting this ticket when eventually Walter Brown arrived and pushed the SAFE worker out of the way, accused her of kidnapping his children and threatened to kill her, and then grabbed one of his children and dragged them along up the stadium stairs and told his other kids to follow him.
Oh, so he pushed a woman. Uh-oh. There y'all go. That's the justification. Remember, ain't nobody supposed to put their hands on a woman. So a lot of y'all men is willing to die behind these women. So this is justification, right?
Section of the stadium. At that time, she's making sure people that are coming have the appropriate tickets for where they're going. Some children approached her to go to the section that they didn't have tickets for, so she asked them to go find their parents and to come back with a ticket.
You say, why did he start to hit him? Well, we just finding out that he threatened a woman or something like that.
There was some discussion back and forth about getting this ticket when eventually Walter Brown arrived and pushed the safe worker out of the way, accused her of kidnapping his children and
he pushed a woman out of the way
to kill her, and then grabbed one of his children and dragged them along up the stadium stairs and told his other kids to follow him. At this point in time, the stadium worker decided that she did not want to be the victim of a crime of a battery, which did occur. However, she did want JSO to respond and evict the attendee from the stadium. So officers Bowers and Kelly responded and spoke to the safe employee. After getting the information from her, they then proceeded to go up to the section. So the first video we're going to watch is going to be body-worn camera footage that has been combined from Bowers and Kelly. It's going to begin with them ascending the stairs to when they make the initial contact with Brown. And we just want to point out, for the sake of brevity, we have cut the footage from one officer to another because Officer Kelly initially makes contact with Brown, then steps back, and he's not close enough to capture the conversation between Officer Bowers and Brown, so we will then switch to Officer Brown's body-worn camera footage.
Okay.
As a reminder, the first 30 seconds of body-worn camera footage is not recorded for audio, but is recorded for video.
Okay. Let's see what we got. You done pushed the worker. And I don't think we finna put hands on them. Ain't that what y'all be saying? Do not put your hands on the woman. Oh, was that a sister? Did he push a sister? Boy, oh, hell no.
Hey, so you didn't check before we all leave? Huh? No. Is it in here? Okay, I have it on camera. You would like to see if that private property or would you leave for your leave? It's our private property. Listen, remember I told you I'm either going to kill a cop or not leave. One of them.
Whoa, wait, say, either I'm going to kill a cop. What is it?
Remember I told you I'm either going to kill a cop.
You remember I told you I'm going to kill a cop or not leave. What the hell?
Or not leave. One of
Tell me what my crime was. Say right now it's trespassing. Do not come on. Wait. Come on.
She tried to kidnap my kids. I did. There's a good way. There is a good way. Downstairs and top. There's a good way. There's a right way. There's a wrong. There's a right way. I'm still sitting in my seat. What you're doing right now is wrong. No, I'm still sitting in my seat right now. I'm still sitting in my seat. The right way is for me to tell you what happened. I'm not leaving because all 5 of my kids are here.
I'm not leaving because all 5 of my kids is here. What the heck? You say the bill talking and say he was drunk. Might be right. You say I will go to jail. I don't give a F because I'm going to effing beat your ass if I'm going back to jail. Also, he a little toughie. Oh, you're a little tough one. Oh, all right, cute.
I will do that. I'm trying to find out going to jail. She tried to kidnap my kids. She tried to kidnap my kids.
Oh, this. Did he use the N-word? He said, do not touch me. Hold on.
I will do that. I'm trying to find out going to jail. She tried to kidnap my kids. She tried to kidnap my kids.
Oh, I got to put it up on the screen. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Hold on. I got to put it up on the screen. I didn't know that they were doing that right there. Oh, so they go to N-word. There it go. Do not touch me, you N-word. Got it. That's what's up. Now, is this a good reason to have hands put on him? Because he did the he said the N-word. That's when he tased. Taser. Say, now you want some N-word. You pull the gun out, you N-word. Pull the gun out. Turn around, bro. Turn around. And there it is. And there it is. Maybe it was the N-word that provoked just a little bit.
Put your hand behind your back. I'm trying to help you on this. You're not helping yourself. Put your hands behind your back. I haven't done anything. I'm trying. I haven't done anything. You know right how to do it. You know that. You know I haven't done anything. You know I'm not doing anything.
Remember, he wasn't to go back to jail. He ready to kill police officers and everything, right? He was a little toughy.
I haven't done anything, man.
You haven't done anything, man. It's not like to call you a N-word. Now y'all busted up. Kelly, you're gonna lose your job. Y'all be out here crying shit like that. You say, Willie, I told y'all during the midday news, the guy probably used the N. Yes, you did. And the cop went off. I told y'all. For real. Hey, man. Gonna watch your mouth out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you can watch your mouth. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going back to jail. All he had to do was comply. Damn, it went back. I am so sorry. Hold on. Where's that? 10-something. My bad.
Come on, dude.
Alright, so we're a little bit past that too. About right here. Alright. My bad. Yep. Running his mouth. Slick rapping. Willie say hush.
I'm trying to say I'm coming. I didn't say you're not. My tooth right here.
He said my tooth right here. You knock the teeth out. His son saying dad.
Lacerations to the face.
Multiple
At that
times.
point, they proceed to escort Brown down to the security office in the stadium and proceed to take him to get treatment for his injuries. So it's important to note that we, for the sake of viewing audience at home, we had to censor some of the words that were said, but in case it wasn't clear, he repeatedly was using the N-word directed at the black officer. Now. Let's just say this right here. Just because he used the N-word does not give him the right, if that was the reasoning behind him getting into a physical altercation with the suspect. We do not condone jumping on people who use the N-word. So I'm not going to say that that's why he jumped on them. I'm just going to say his mouth got him in the world of trouble. To highlight some points that have some points of emphasis in this video, things that you may have missed because of how dynamic and fast body-worn camera footage and events unfold. The first thing we're going to point out is before any use of force took place, when they made the initial contact with Brown, he made two specific threats to the officer.
Yes, he did. Come on. Here we go.
Listen. Okay, remember I told you I'm either gonna kill a cop or not leave. One of them. Get up. I'm not leaving with all 5 of my kids here. I'm not leaving. You can go with you or you can go. They're not doing this. I'm gonna kill.
I'm saying I beat your behind, DJ. But when you was on the, when you was laying like on your stomach, I ain't even do nothing, man. Come on, man. You just said that you a whoop buddy. Y'all play too much.
So at this point, Walter Brown has just made statements indicating that he intends to use deadly force or great bodily harm against the officers simply because he's being ejected from the stadium.
That's right.
The officers were attempting to use the minimal amount of force necessary to remove Brown, and 3 times when they attempted to put their hands on him, he attempted to defeat their efforts to grab him, which we'll see in this next video.
Tried to grab him right there. He's yanking back like one of them little hoes or something. Get out, let me go. Let me go. Look at his little Lala was trying to save him. His little Lala was trying to save him now. Don't touch me. Look at him. Let me go. And this way he called him an N-word. Let me go, you N-word.
So, when we use force, we attempt to use the lowest level of force necessary. At this point, they're simply trying to put their hands on him, escort him out of the stadium. He makes the comment that he's ready to kill a police officer, so Officer Kelly draws his taser and covers Brown with his active taser we call red dot compliance, where there's a red dot on him. Usually most people understand this is serious and they tend to de-escalate. Brown continued to escalate. At this point in time, after continuing to make threats of bodily harm, when he threatened Officer Bowers, Officer Kelly deploys his taser. While this happens, Officer Bowers, while the subject is under incapacitation from the taser, attempts to put a handcuff on him, and Brown still continues to resist at that point.
Nah. He resisting. See? He tried to get him. He's squeamish his way out. Yeah, you're not going to take me down, you N-word.
Now Brown stands and verbally challenges, and by his body language, challenges the officers that he's still not going to go to jail. He's still going to resist.
Because he turned to the side and he squared up. When he squared up.
The officers at this point have no reason to believe that he's not going to use physical violence, that he's not going to attempt to kill them, as he already stated he would. And this is the person they're dealing with as they escalate through their uses of force.
He said, damn, man, all 5 of his kids saw him get his ass whooped. Yes.
All right. So at this point, we can determine he's displaying what we call active physical resistance. Active physical resistance is more than simply not obeying a verbal command. It's using physically evasive movements used by a subject to defeat an officer's attempt to control them. It can be demonstrated by a person becoming more increasingly animated with their body language and with their muscle tension, or by taking a fighting stance, or by verbalizing an aggressive intent, or any other behavior that indicates that violence is imminent from this person, which I think you can see Brown was displaying all of those traits of active physical resistance. So to overcome his resistance, the officers are going to increase their use of force until they can take him into custody. So next you're going to see Officer Kelly grab his handcuffs, and he's going to attempt to take Brown into custody. Simultaneously, Brown is continuing to yell racial slurs and that he's not going to go to jail and refusing to comply. The officers, and that's when Officer Bowers attempts to utilize his taser so that Kelly can take him into custody. And we'll see that in the next video.
He squared up. You see how he tried to be cute and act all hard and shit in front of his people? All right. Tase him again. Nothing.
So at this point, Walter Brown has refused verbal commands to leave the stadium. He has refused verbal commands to be handcuffed. He's pulled back from officers' attempts, now in that video, 4 times where they attempt to use hand control to take him into custody, and he's been tased twice unsuccessfully. So after all of this, after all these steps have taken place, Officer Kelly then starts using strikes to gain compliance to take Brown into custody.
So for those people who believe that police cannot hit you, Yes, it's called strikes. They can strike your ass. Yes, they can, to get you under compliance.
So there's been some commentary on social media through the videos they've seen that it appears as if Officer Kelly is utilizing his handcuffs like brass knuckles. And we're going to show you a video real quick that shows you how he, what we would call, loaded his handcuffs in his hands, ready to deploy them.
Yes, he was trying to deploy them, trying to put them on his wrist. He fought off. And there it is.
So if I were to pull my handcuffs out and prepare to use them, I would grab them in this manner right here so that I can quickly deploy them on the wrist of the subject I'm trying to take into custody. If I then am in a dynamic situation and I have to use force to strike someone, I'm not going to drop my handcuffs because I may need them. I'm instead going to use strikes with the object in my hand, which is the situation that Officer Kelly found himself in. So
that's right.
Simultaneously, while this has happened, you can see that Brown becomes off balance from the taser deployment. While he's able to defeat it, it does send him off his balance, which is a good opportunity for the officers to engage him to try to use force while he is at a disadvantage to take him to custody. It's at that point that Officer Kelly begins using strikes to gain compliance.
So, again, for those of you who think that you cannot be stricken by police officers, y'all can get that out your heads. We will whoop one of you. I'm trying to tell you something. Go ahead. Oh.
Even after doing that, Brown continues to resist. In case you missed it, the next video is going to show you where, while they're engaged in this combat situation, Walter Brown continues to pull at the officer's shirt, so the officer can't disengage even if he wants to. This is another viewing of the handcuffs. They're not being used as brass knuckles.
He got his shirt.
And this is where Walter Brown is holding the officer close to him so the officer cannot disengage even if he so chose.
Got your head whooped in front of all your children on a Saturday, on a bill day. Got your head whooped on a bill day, boy.
And then as the struggle continues, you're going to see that Walter Brown then attempts to grab the officer's gun off of his gun belt.
Oh, I ain't see that.
I'll show you that in the next video.
This is why we do investigations. Oh, he almost got his gun. He almost got his gun. I think the officer noticed it and he said something.
The next video is going to be the same social media video you saw, just with it slowed down so you can see with a better view. Walter Brown's trying to grab the officer's gun.
Slow it down, baby. Hands are right on the gun. Now, some people can make the argument, well, he wasn't trying to.
Body-worn camera footage as it was playing, you can hear Officer Kelly voice to Officer Bowers, he's trying to grab my gun.
Yes. That's what I thought he said. Yep. Right there.
And here you see Officer Kelly is ensuring that his gun was in fact not taken out of the holster.
I think just due to the motion his hand went on his gun, I don't think, because his vision was not looking at his gun. I just think that his hand just went down. But damn it, we is gonna use this for the justification of us whooping your side here in these streets. Go ahead, for playing. For playing.
So we saw how this played out. Unfortunately, because of the
everything justified. Hell yeah, full immunity out here. Yeah.
Closeness of the officer and and Walter Brown. The body-worn camera didn't record what happened when they fell into the chairs, but we were able to utilize the stadium cameras at TIAA Bank Stadium to be able to show you what happened once he fell down in the chairs, to show that once he was pinned against the chairs, once he stopped resisting, the officer's use of force ceased, and they then proceeded to take him into custody without further incident.
It ceased. That's right. All y'all done made the news. Look at him. Girl, you better bag up. She tried to save him, though. She really did try to save him. I wonder, was this the sister that he shoved her? He already calling black officers the N-word, so yeah. He said, "No, Willie, he held his gun for a while." No. Now, Now listen, he did hold his gun for a while, but all that I'm trying to say, I don't think that he intentionally went for his gun because his vision wasn't even it wasn't even in his peripherals because his head was way over here, and just by their motion, I think his hand just went down and he just grabbed whatever he could grab. I don't think that it was an intentional grab of the firearm, but it's an intentional grab of the firearm. He should have let it go when he felt it. I don't know. You don't push no sister.
You can see, even after a very violent encounter, either Officer Kelly or Bowers are issuing any more strikes. They're not utilizing any other force because he's now complying. And
he's complying now. It didn't even have to go this far. This is what be wrong with you good people out here in these doggone streets. It didn't even much have to go this far. That's why you comply so it don't go this far. But y'all stupid. He still want to tussle and shit. He didn't have to hit me. I never used the N-word. I don't know why would he do this to me. I love black people.
So now we're going to move on to the second incident that occurred later on in the day. So the first video we're going to show you, some of the first is a video that began circulating on social media.
Yes, because I truly want to see the other video of the other officer pound caking Buddy.
That does not provide the full context of what occurred.
I need to know what the hell happened on this one. Like that one, kind of sort of this one. I want to know about that. Whooping Buddy. Whooping. And once he sat down, he stopped trying to hurt his wrist.
So this all began around 6:30 to 6:50 p.m. when, again, a safe worker was working their assigned area of the stadium, and they had some fans that were causing issues with other fans. Specifically, these three men, Michael Long, Anthony Long, and Brandon Boley, were making threats towards other fans. They were getting in people's faces, creating an unsafe environment. There were fans that complained to SAFE that they felt like they were unsafe sitting in their seats. They went up to the upper deck. The SAFE employee engaged them multiple times, gave them warnings to stop, warned them they could be ejected, and they still continued on with their behavior. While this is taking place, and the SAFE employee is dealing with them, one of the fans actually took it upon themselves to go try to find a police officer to come help the SAFE worker because of how unruly they were becoming. So what we're going to see is we're going to see the body-worn camera footage of the three officers involved. The first video we're going to see is going to be from Officer Anthony, and it's going to be of the footage right whenever he's flagged down by the fan that was there, and it will proceed on to the encounter from that point. Once again, first 30 seconds.
Now, if y'all is at the game and y'all weren't supposed to be at the doggone game, you might be on camera.
Not recorded via audio until they activate their camera.
If y'all just not coming on in, we're also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. I need the support. We need some more thumbs up. Can we get over 300? Come on. Y'all help play out now. Help play out. We at 273. I know that we can do better. We're at 296 people in the building. Come on.
Down there. And he was like, can you please send somebody down here? Come show me.
She snitched.
Come show me.
He said it was 70,000 people in the building. Jesus. He's snitching too. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, so he's trying to kick three of them out. And it got to be like the worst thing for you to get ejected from a football game, especially one of the biggest football games of the year. Come on, man.
Come here. Hey, man, you're about to go to jail. Come on. Okay, we got two behind us.
He was all the way out, and he walked his little hot ass right on back up in there. Now the officer saying, "Come on, man, you about to go to jail." This is stupid.
All right, let's go.
He was out in the aisle.
How many people did you
Don't nobody want to leave now.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm asking you what we're going to talk about. Why are you asking me?
You gotta be drunk. Got down the Miller Lights. Come on. Oh, okay. Let's get it. Pop, bitch. Ah, okay. Whoop 'em. Oh, they fighting the police. That's what's up. Get it then. Body cam off, man down. Man down. Whoop, whoop, goddamn, whoop. That's why Buddy hadn't got his ass whooped like that. Okay. Frat boy wasted. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Polo for the $1 cash app. Say what's up to the goat of this YouTube ish. I appreciate that right there. Woo, taser, man. I didn't know they had to taser them other people though. This is very, very interesting. And this was right in Jacksonville. Here, I should have went. If I knew it was gonna be this exciting. He said they drinking piss water. Yeah, that Miller High Light, that Miller Light, that's real piss water. Why he ain't got on no shoes? He got on clean socks though, but he ain't got on no damn shoes. Shout out to JSO for releasing this footage real fast. Say, Willie, not showing professionalism. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me get it together. Y'all gonna learn out here, man. One shoe missing. Yeah. Say you drinking up anything, you will get drunk. Yeah. Can you help me up? Down bad. Say good job, officers. Yeah, great job, officers. Out here on that juice. They out here on that spirit. That spirit water. Jesus, we got a vote on this. You gotta go to the other cam. They found the shoe. See, and for those people who think that our darker hue folks be a problem, see, darker hue folks be a problem in like the community. You know what I'm saying? Outside the community, our lighter hue brothers is a problem. At all events, our lighter hue brothers is a problem. Yes, they get on that juice. They can't handle that juice. It may even be some good raw or something too. You know, they mixing and matching. Yeah. He said he had his ass beat out his shoes. Yes. Look at him. And this may be the older dude. This may be the older dude. Say, where's my body cam? There you go. We got it. Okay. Good job, Mr. Officer. Get him out of here.
The next body-worn camera we're going to see is going to be Sergeant Beasley, who was the second responding person during this incident.
And again, this is like the wrong place like to get kicked out from, a place to where it's exciting, you really want to be there. A lot of folk work on the weekend, and you done spent your little money, you done dealt with traffic and all this stuff, and now you finna get kicked out because of something stupid that you had done did. Down there making threats and bothering people and other shit, See him, he a fool. Y'all do understand that all of this happened because of the orange hat, because of the Gator fan. Him right here. Because it seemed to me like everybody would have followed him. If he would have behaved, if he would have complied, I do believe that everybody else would have complied. There you go. There you go. It's hustling, baby. Look at his friend. Oh, he on the ground. Quick. Whoop him. Get him. With the striped shirt. Bam, bam, bam. You better ball up. Bam. I'm not fighting, Mr. Officer. So to all of my dog you people who get upset when I be trying to tell y'all to comply, I say the same thing to our lighter hue brothers out here in these streets. Comply. Here, I say that thing to everybody. Comply. Because if you don't, you're going to get whooped. Yeah, you got his ass whooped out here playing. And he need to be charged with assault on Leo. Put your knee on his neck. Put your knee on his neck. I can't breathe. There he say, I can't breathe. I can't move. Can't move. He look like his name is Joshua and he worked for the power company or something. Mick. His name probably Mick. Yeah. You done got your little darker shorts dirty. It happens. Oh, he say messing up his polo shirt. Yeah.
And the next BWC we're going to see is from Officer Catino, the third officer that responded to this incident of use force.
Officer Catino. They got to be like the black one, right? Oh, no. That's the one who camera had failed. Oh, this was a bystander. This was a civilian takedown. Shout out to the civilian takedown. Get him. Yeah. He is assisting the police officer.
As you'll see in this video and the others as it plays, there are multiple fans that thankfully stepped into.
Multiple fans stepped in. Yeah. The alcohol beast though. You say he look like a Billy? Little Billy. head down, his ass up. Yeah. They about to take your drawers off, playboy. He said his name Matthew. That's Matthew right there. You got them hands on. Shout out to the fan who is assisting. That's what's up. Get him out of here.
So as I was saying, there were a number of fans you can see in these videos that actually stepped in to assist because of how volatile the situation was. So a couple points of emphasis on this video. As you saw, the three gentlemen, whatever you want to call them, they were asked to leave multiple times without any use of force.
Multiple times.
Repeatedly, they stayed in their seats. They wanted to negotiate the situation. They did not want to obey the officer's commands to leave the stadium, which they had a lawful authority to do. Only then did it escalate as far as the JSO's use of force. When Sergeant Beasley attempted to grab Michael Long to physically remove him, Michael Long pulled his hand back and then assumed a fighting stance, which we're going to see in this picture right here. Go back one. As you see right there, he's in a fighting stance, his right hand cocked back. That is a fighting stance that Sergeant Beasley was presented with. At that point, Sergeant Beasley delivered 2 strikes, grabbed Michael Long, and pulled him, trying to pull him out of the crowd into the stairway. And at that point, in the next photo, you'll see Anthony Long jumps on Sergeant Beasley in a bear hug and is...
It looked like he on that juice heavy. It looked like he on that juice heavy, and this might have been like in the third quarter.
So forceful in his grabbing of Sergeant Beasley that if there was not a bar behind Sergeant Beasley right there, he would have been taken to the ground. But because there wasn't, he was able to maintain his footing, and then he begins to enter into a physical confrontation with Anthony Long, which we saw in his body-worn camera footage. This isn't a tap, it's not gentle, it's physical force was being used against the officers that they were responding to. All right? The next clip we're going to play is going to be of Sergeant Beasley's body-worn camera as he's engaged with Anthony Long. So there's an important distinction to be made. It's one thing to say you're not doing something wrong whenever you may actually be doing something wrong. Your words do not equal your actions. At this point, Anthony Long continued to resist Sergeant Beasley after grabbing him. He was putting his hands on him. He does not have the ability or the lawful reason to do so, so Sergeant Beasley was using force to combat the force that's being used against him. Again, you can't just touch an officer and then say you're not doing anything wrong, and that's what Sergeant Beasley was responding to. So we'd like to address another video that was posted to social media that captured a different angle of this encounter with Michael Long, and we'll show you in this next video right here.
So far, do y'all think that the police is winning in this case, in this debacle? Do y'all think the police had the use of force was okay? Huh? Let me know. Be honest. Bam, bam, yeah. I told you. Oh, my mama. Taser. Get drunk ass down. You like, all right. You still tussling? Sit your old ass down somewhere, boy. Boy, if y'all in them stands right now and y'all boss see y'all and y'all done called in sick,
So this clip, and I'm going to say clip specifically because this clip took a small portion that was most unfavorable to the officer to post on social media. We thankfully were able to find the original clip.
And that's how they be trying to provoke the citizens.
It had the beginning of it trimmed off, and it was later circulating on social media. We'll show you that in this next video.
Yep. See? That we didn't see. You see that? That's the part that was trimmed off. That right there to where he had his way. He almost had his way with the officer.
Next video.
Mm-hmm. Right here. Right here. He tussling and shit with him like, shit, I gotta give you the business now. Shit, my mama watching me, boy. So again, all of the spectators was the problem.
So you see the original clip had Michael Long engaging with the officer, grabbing him, moving his hand to the officer's face.
Yep.
You know, physically engaging the officer, but the officer then utilizes force to take him into custody. And if you look at the slow motion clip we have, he's putting his officer on his hand on the officer's face, near his eyes, near his face.
Yeah. That's a strike on an officer. That's a strike.
While simultaneously in other videos that we've seen, he's grabbing the officer's gun belt. He is engaged with Officer Anthony. It's not a simple matter that Officer Anthony pulled him out of a crowd and decided to unnecessarily start attacking him.
Damn, I'm glad that y'all dropped this footage, man. I'm so proud of JSO. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. You say him need that George Floyd Rodney King treatment. Facts.
He was responding to the force. He's being used against him. He responded with force in kind. And then here's another angle of that encounter that will again show Michael Long wrapped up with the officer engaging him with force.
See him? Shot his ass. Bam. Okay. So from here on out, when they put out clips and we see clips of police having a physical altercation with anybody, we need to pause. We need to be like, they're not showing us the whole thing. Every time from here on out, we should understand we're not seeing the whole thing. If it's just a clip, we're not seeing the whole thing. That's why it's called a clip.
So when you watch that video and contrast with all the other ones, you see that Michael Long is using force against Officer Anthony, and Officer Anthony is using force to respond to the force being used against him. And it's important to note why he was using the force he was using is whenever someone grabs someone the way Long grabbed Officer Anthony with his arm up by his head, there's a number of things he can do. He can grab his chin, his head, and pull Officer Anthony back, throw him off balance. He can try and flip him forward. So a typical way that we do training to defeat something like that, one option is to push them down, try and gain distance between your hips and that person so you can dislodge them from attacking you. That's what Officer Anthony did. Michael Long was in an elevated position on a stair above him, which made it even harder. So he's pushing down on Long while also using strikes until he was able to push him off of him and begin using other methods to take him into custody. Sure.
Thanks, Jake. So it's disheartening to announce on that social media is not necessarily real. Or at least what you see on social media is not a real depiction of what's actually going on. Once again, we're seeing an intentionally misleading video clip, one lacking proper context, pushed out on social media to drive a false narrative.
Yep.
As a leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda.
Yes.
Won't do it. It's just not going to happen. The truth is Walter Brown, Michael Long, Alexander Long, and Brandon Boyle were aggressive and non-compliant with Everbank safe workers, and when those safe workers called for JSO officers to eject them, these suspects refused to comply. With the police officers and resisted the officers in violation of Florida law. The outcome of Walter Brown, Michael Long, Alexander Long, in Brandon Boyley's arrest contrasts starkly, I add, with the 4 other arrests and 35 ejections with no issues, none whatsoever, that occurred on Saturday night's game.
And that's because those other people complied.
Completely without incident. All the others arrested and ejected from the game that day complied with police directives and suffered no physical injury.
Yep.
Force, again, looks ugly. And because all force is ugly, not because officers are engaged in misconduct. It's just an ugly thing that happens when you have to be physical with someone who is refusing to do what you're asking them to do. So based on the currently available...
It's kind of like how you get physical with like your children for not doing what you constantly ask them to do. Yeah. You beat your churn on
information. The agency believes that the involved officers acted appropriately.
And we do believe that beating our children will get them to comply to what we ask them to do. So why is we so shocked when the police have to get physical with a non-compliant civilian? We shocked. Oh my God, they shouldn't be doing that. But you do it to your children to get them to comply.
With respect to the law and JSO policy.
But the police not supposed to do that because they supposed to protect and serve and do all that fly shit. Well, hell, you would think that your parents ain't supposed to do it because they is supposed to protect and provide for you, right? But they do it though. Because why? It works.
When an officer does wrong, I will stand up, as you've seen previously, and no one can deny this, and tell you straight and tell you the honest truth. Likewise, when officers have justifiably used force, I will stand up here and tell you straight. And effective immediately, all the video presented in this briefing is available on all GSO social media platforms and YouTube. Additionally, complete versions of all of the officers' body-worn camera footage is available on GSO's transparency page. And I urge members of the public and the media to review both this briefing and body-worn camera footage for a more complete understanding of the nature and circumstances of these arrests.
That's right.
And listen, I know it's been long. I know it's been pretty tedious, but we thought it was very, very important for you all to see every part of this because, you know, I didn't see this until this morning because I want to remain completely neutral as the sheriff to oversee this agency and make sure that when I do see it, I have the facts as investigated by our professional accountability section. Yeah. So with that, I'll answer any questions if you have any. Denise.
News for Jax. Do you believe the public may not completely understand the training of law enforcement when it comes specifically to strike for compliance?
Yes. So
yes, I like that question. Do you believe that the community don't understand the police having the authority to strike a person? Hold on.
I want to remain completely neutral.
That was a good question right there.
The sheriff to oversee this agency and make sure that when I do see it, I have the facts as investigated by our professional accountability section. So with that, I'll answer any questions if you have any. Denise.
News for Jax. Do you believe the public may not completely understand the training of law enforcement when it comes specifically to strike for compliance?
Yes. So I 100% believe that. Mm-hmm. And that is why we stood up here today and we want to try to explain this as best we can, not excuses. If they were wrong, I would say they're wrong. But when it comes to a situation like this, you saw even citizens that were at the game that were assisting. I believe one gentleman in a red shirt grabbed a guy and pulled him down to help the officer subdue him. So I can see how that's difficult for people to understand. But we're not playing games here. This is not a game. This is real life. These things turn ugly really, really quickly. Yeah. So the best that we can, we try to control them as quickly as possible. And then what I think is very, very important for the public to note, this is extremely important, is that when it's time to stop, they stop. It's done professionally, looks rough, but it's done professionally, and when it's time to stop, when the subjects have been controlled, we stop. That's the professionalism, and that's how it's supposed to be done.
You know, there's a perception out there with all of this social media. It doesn't look good on JSO because of all of this strikes and force, right? So what do you have to say knowing that, you know, just last week there was a federal lawsuit and now these guys are even claiming, oh, there's going to be a lawsuit, there's going to be a lawsuit. What do you have to say to those folks who are saying they're going to throw that at you guys? I'm sure there will be. There's no question in my mind, but that's not going to stop us from doing what we have to do.
That's right.
As an agency to protect
our
officers and protect our public. In those cases, in both of those situations, we were summoned to that area. We weren't looking for it. I'm telling you, I can promise you this: police officers don't go looking for a fight. It's just not. It's not in a lot of situations. It's not worth it. But we were summoned to those places, and we act in those places. And what people do when we come and we approach them with a lawful command after being notified by safe workers to do something, we're not going to leave until you do what we ask you to do.
Fact.
And if you elevate it, because they elevated, each incident was elevated and was made worse by the individuals that were there who refused to comply with the orders. I think you've noticed, and anyone knows that's honest, will see the conversation that took place in both situations. Long conversations trying to get people to comply.
Yep.
And unfortunately, they were unreasonable and did not want to comply. They didn't want to leave the game.
And with everything that happened, was there any threat to the public with all of these interactions in the field, or I'm sorry, stands?
I don't know. I mean, I think you could see
that could be it right there. That could be it. They're not showing us any more videos, so we got what we were looking for. We got what we were looking for, and it's basically we was justified in whooping some out there at the game. So hell, Georgia won, and the JSO won. Georgia won, and the JSO won. Y'all out here playing, and we ain't coming to play. That's all. It's simple. It's really, really simple stuff. But, you know, people, they going to follow their own understanding and continue to get whooped in front of their peoples. Hold on. I got an update. I'm going to give y'all another one because I was like, well, damn it, I shouldn't go like the whole 2 hours. But hell, give y'all something to pat on the back because y'all done made over 300. I appreciate that right there. That's what I'm talking about. They go to love. They go to love. You say Florida boys lost twice. God, man, I'm shy. Look. We have an update. Damn it, I think this was the story of. Was it this one? I gotta remove. Not that. I gotta remove this. All right. Oh, all right. Cool. The sexual abuse. We had a sexual abuse case. James Weems, found guilty of sexual abuse, abusing a child at his wife's daycare center. He's finally been found guilty.
Breaking news.
That breaking news at 11 o'clock. Guilty.
Y'all wrong for that. We don't need to see no kickball commercial. Not a sport commercial. Go ahead, though. Hold on.
That breaking news at 11 o'clock. Guilty on all counts. That is the verdict a jury handed down tonight against a former Baltimore police officer, James Weems, accused of molesting children at his wife's daycare. Welcome to the news at 11, everyone. I'm Rick Ritter. Weems did not appear to show any emotion in the courtroom when he learned his fate tonight, and he is at the Baltimore County Detention Center being held without bond.
You say, Willie, you didn't have that hat on during the midday news. No, I actually thought about it once the show was over.
WJZ investigator Mike Helgren has covered this trial. Gavel to gavel is in your corner tonight with what was certainly emotional reaction from the courthouse in Towson.
I think this is the one who, you might be right. This may be the one where the wife had done shot the husband. No, because I think that she killed the husband. But I could be wrong. Hold on.
James Weems Jr. was immediately taken into custody. He is now facing 2 possible life sentences. The defendant in an open-collared white dress shirt walked into court before the verdict, free for the last time.
He's guilty. Got everything. Put him where he deserves. Lock him up.
There was relief
I bet they single mom
outside the courthouse after jurors found him guilty on all counts for sexually abusing, raping, and showing pornography to a girl now 12 years old who attended Little Kids Castle.
Sexually abusing, raping. Oh, Jesus.
Daycare his ex-wife operated in Owings Mills.
Justice for all the babies. The ones that we don't know about, the ones that we do know about, everybody.
Weems, a retired Baltimore police officer, drove the van at the daycare and admitted looking at pornography while taking the children to their schools.
Oh, so he was the bus driver. He was the van driver. Oh, okay.
But he claimed he never intentionally showed it to them or touched anyone.
I just had it playing like on my phone, you know what I'm saying? How most of y'all have Pornhub and stuff playing on y'all phone, but children behind y'all is looking over your shoulder trying to watch what y'all watch. Yeah.
The jury didn't buy it and believed the girl who broke down in tears following her testimony.
Oh, we believe a girl breaking down in tears. That's what's up.
What do you want to say on behalf of the victim?
She's loved. She's very loved.
What does that mean?
She has a ton of support.
What does she's loved mean? If she was assaulted in this manner, what does love have to do with anything?
All have her back. We always will.
She's incredibly brave. There are adults who do not have the bravery that she has. And I mean,
that's a whole bunch of y'all women who don't have the bravery that this minor has, I guess, in coming forth and telling what happened.
Seeing what happened in that courtroom, you can certainly understand it. I am absolutely in awe of her strength.
Prosecutors have charged Weems with abuse.
Now listen, we say that she has strength. We say that she has strength because she told what happened. So does that mean the women who don't come forward, they weak? Or they lack strength?
Other children and may bring other cases.
With a second-degree rape conviction, he can get 15 years mandatory minimum without parole up to life. So at this point in time, our plan is to go to sentencing, see what the sentence is, and we can make a decision at a later date.
Weems' former wife, Shanteri, also testified.
I think that's her, though, right? Ain't it, y'all?
She shot him at a Washington, D.C. hotel in a confrontation just days after she learned of the allegations.
That is her. And ain't she still in jail?
She remains in prison serving a 4-year sentence.
Because it's decided to. I went to the hotel to shoot him because of what I had heard he had did. Get you slow.
I'm happy for these kids that's getting justice. I'm just thanking God because this could have went another way.
What do you think Shanteri would say?
She'd be cussing, but she will be thanking God too.
He's where
she would be cussing.
He should be.
Prosecutors asked for enhanced penalties in this case because of the victim's age. Sentencing will take place in early January. In your corner at Towson Circuit Court.
You see that baby was thinking that orange? She thinking that orange. Look at that baby. You look like she's done settled in. Hell, because if you get 4 years, you might as well just settle on in. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be out in no time. She would be out before the midterms. That baby will be out before the midterms, I promise you. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. He said, Willie, old boy gave her love to she talking by. Say, she talking by out here in these streets. Listen. She decided to go to the hotel with a gun and shoot her husband because she found out that what he was accused of. And say she did it in self-defense. Hell, she did it to protect the children. That's why she shot him. Bitch, you need to go sit down somewhere.
Serving a 4-year sentence.
I'm happy for these kids that's getting.
And it's crazy that they just gave her a 4-year sentence by going up and shooting a human being who did not have a child in his custody, so there was nothing to protect right at that moment. She went with the intent to shoot him. In my mind, she went with the intent to kill him, and they only gave her 4 years.
Justice, I'm just thanking God
she
because
would have been
this could have went another way.
So, what do you think Shanteri would say?
She'd be cussing.
You don't know what to say on national television. I just she would have been out here just acting like a little hoe or something like that right there. No, that's something that you don't say on television. She would have been telling y'all to suck her monkey and stuff. No. She'd have been cussing. Yeah.
But she will be thanking God too.
He's where he should be.
Prosecutors asked for
She sounds stern. He's where he should.
God too.
He's where he should.
It's our stud sister. Shout out to our stud sister. Shout out to baby for having her real out here in the doggone street. Well, hell, buddy, yep, you're down bad. Ain't nobody really gonna come to your rescue, pimp. I'm gonna sit you down for a good little minute. You ain't gonna get out. Typically, you're gonna have a hard time. Just how it go, dog. Just how it go. Until they change the laws of where men do not get violated behind bars, you're gonna have a hard time out here in the doggone street. Just trying to help. What else I got? Let me go ahead on and give y'all this one right here. Go ahead on and get y'all selves on up out of here. How many of y'all know about the what is Buddy name? Damn it, we got a rapper. We got a rapper who is suing the Broward Sheriff's office Yeah. YNW Melly sues the Broward Sheriff's Office for cruel treatment.
Rapper YNW Melly hopes that a new lawsuit filed
Shot that player out for having tattoos in his face. Ain't saying people tattoos in their faces bad people. I just like to point out he got tattoos in his face.
lawsuit filed on his behalf gets him out.
Check this out.
Y'all just do me so wrong with all these damn commercials sometimes. It just happens at the wrong time. Here we go.
Out of prison. Melly hopes that a new lawsuit filed on his behalf gets him out of prison. The lawsuit accuses the Broward Sheriff's Office of cruel treatment and violating his constitutional rights. The rapper, whose real name is Jamel Demons, is accused of murdering two of his childhood friends back in 2018. Now,
is his name Demons? Did she say Jamel Demons?
The rapper, whose real name is Jamel Demons, is accused of
his last name is Demons? Wow, I know that.
Murdering two of his childhood friends back in 2018. Now, he hasn't been able to see or speak to any of his family members for the last 3 years, according to the lawsuit, along with experiencing, quote, debilitating isolation. The double murder retrial date has been set for September 2025 after a mistrial last summer. Rapper YNW Melly hopes that
he ain't spoke to his family in 3 years. That deep, pimp. That deep. Hell, hope it work out for you. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much of you. He's accused of knocking off his childhood buddies. You know, we were like brothers. Yeah. That's the type of stuff that happened. Listen, man, y'all give yourself the pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the Nightly News right here in these streets. We had 323 likes. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. I am so glad, again, I just want to repeat this. I am so glad that JSO decided to release the body cam footage and all of the footage and put it all together because I've been doing this so long and because I just decided to, many years ago, to not think like the majority of darker hue people and want to see all of the footage before I jump off the porch. Before I go to saying F the police and all that dumb stuff out here in the doggone street, I always knew that it is more to a it's always more to a doggone story. It's always more to a story. And I know that the police is not just going to be at no damn football game just jumping on people for no reason. No, you can't get me to believe that right there. And to know that them people had done cut the video. They was cutting the video heavy out here. To make you think that the police is out here just pounding on people. And I do understand because we do things for clicks and giggles and shit like that right there. But at the same time, we can destroy people's lives just by putting out a piece of a situation, especially when it comes down to law enforcement, because these folks' lives is in danger. People be making threats because they getting pieces of the story. But even once people have watched this whole video, they would still hate the police. They would still want to do something to law enforcement. They would still be under the belief that the police was the bad people or the bad guys out here. We just have people who believe like that. And I guess you have the right to believe like that. But I think that the people who was putting out these pieces of footage, I think that y'all need to be held accountable. Y'all need to stop cutting y'all footage like that. You can do what you want to, but you know. But y'all only cut it to make police look bad. And that's really sad when at any given time you will need the police. If something has happened to you, the first people that you gonna call is the damn police. But you got such a problem with the police. They racist. They hate black people. While calling them all at the same time. Man, can y'all get the police around here? Man, my little la just done bust the windows out. I got a restraining order on her. Play too much, dog. You really do. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body
Yo, booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. Y'all please remember go around to the Willie Williams Show 3 channel and watch the standalone videos. I try to put certain videos up. Well, I try to put videos up from Monday through Friday over there on the number 3 channel, just so y'all can laugh and I guess see what else going on out here in the doggone streets. Matter of fact, when I get off here, I got to do some more of those videos and try to put them up tonight, or it just be early in the morning. I have no idea. They say Willie gonna be crying when Trump losing. I might. I don't know. I don't know how my emotions is going to flow tomorrow. I have no idea. But listen, tomorrow, y'all, we vote. So if you have not voted, I guess you go on out there and vote. Tomorrow is not just to vote for a president. There's amendments on the ballot also. There's amendments that you also need to vote on. So just don't be going down there or saying I'm not going down there because I don't care about who is the president. All right, that's cute. But there's more things that deals with in your community. It's things that deal like with your schools and stuff like that. There may be things in your state that's on y'all's ballot that has to do with y'all educational system. And you have children. So for you all to not go and vote, hey, I'm not even saying when you go down there that you have to vote for the president. You can vote for the things that immediately affect you. That's on your ballots. But they say that people died for us to have the right to vote. And I just want to say, since people died for us to have the right, we also have the right to not vote. You don't have to at all. It's still up to you. You have this thing called choices. Decisions. But just always remember, in case you don't know, tomorrow's not just about a president. It's really not. It's really not. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm finna go and get up out of here, man. I enjoyed it. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. And I hope that y'all enjoyed the police releasing the body cam footage so we can all have some insight of what had them transpire. I appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm out of here, man.